Hello, my name is Gary, and I was raised in the Western United States, so I'm a native English speaker. I hope that you will enjoy this YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us.
Victorian blue diamond ring. The ring appeared modest at first glance, just a plain gold band with a small blue stone, but it held remarkable secrets. Passed down through generations, it had belonged to the owner's mother-in-law and originally came from her husband's grandmother, dating it to around 1900. An expert identified it as a typical example of late Victorian jewellery, a gold gypsy set ring featuring a smooth surface with a single stone embedded at the centre. During this era, which spanned from the 1880s until Queen Victoria's death in 1901, jewellery designs became more understated compared to earlier, more elaborate styles. What made this ring truly special, however, was the stone itself, a rare blue diamond. While many people associate diamonds with clear or white stones, blue diamonds are among the rarest, along with pink and green. The expert explained that the diamond's weight was concentrated at the back due to the cutting style of the time, with most of its mass hidden beneath the surface. He estimated the stone to weigh approximately 0.4 carats. To properly assess its value, the diamond would need to be removed and sent to the United States for certification, as American gemological institutions are considered the most trusted for grading fancy-colored diamonds. He recorded a similar blue diamond, slightly smaller, at 0.32 carats, that sold at a New York auction in 1996 for an astonishing $42,000. Though he cautioned against expecting the same result, he estimated this ring's value to fall between £10,000 and £25,000, given the rarity and quality of the stone. Did you know? A gold gypsy set ring is a distinctive style of jewellery that became especially popular during the late Victorian period. In this setting, a gemstone is mounted directly into the band of the ring rather than raised above it. The gem is embedded in a hole drilled into the gold, and the surrounding metal is carefully pushed and shaped around the stone to secure it in place. This creates a smooth, flush surface where the gemstone appears to be nestled seamlessly into the ring. The result is a sturdy, practical design that offers both elegance and durability. The term gypsy set refers specifically to this technique of embedding the stone within the metal. These rings were often made from yellow gold and were commonly set with diamonds, sapphires, or other precious stones. A typical gold gypsy set ring has a broad, solid band with a slightly domed surface and a subtle but timeless aesthetic. Gold gypsy set rings are especially admired for their understated beauty and practical design. Because the stone sits flush with the surface, it is less likely to snag on clothing or become loose, making the style ideal for everyday wear. Collectors and antique enthusiasts value these rings not only for their craftsmanship, but also for their historical significance. When the stone is something rare, such as a fancy-colored diamond, the ring becomes even more special and potentially very valuable. What does modest mean in the sentence, "The ring appeared modest at first glance"? Expensive and rare, simple and not showy, heavy and valuable, broken or damaged. Simple and not showy. What does embedded mean in a single stone embedded at the center? Hanging loosely, covered in glue, fixed firmly into something, painted on the surface. Fixed firmly into something. What does concentrated mean in the diamond's weight was concentrated at the back? Lost over time, gathered in one area, spread evenly, covered in gold. Gathered in one area. What does understated mean in the description of Victorian jewellery? Jewellery designs became more understated compared to earlier, more elaborate styles. Too large to wear, simple and not too decorated, cheap and poorly made, made only in silver. Simple and not too decorated. What does fancy coloured mean in grading fancy coloured diamonds? Diamonds with no colour, diamonds with unusual or bright colours, cheap diamonds, fake diamonds. Diamonds with unusual or bright colours. What does grading mean in grading fancy coloured diamonds? Buying diamonds, selling diamonds, evaluating or judging quality, cutting diamonds. Evaluating or judging quality,